Sister Susan of the Visitation Monastery.
Yes.
I look forward to talking to you a little bit about the power of prayer.
I'll be happy to share with you and whoever else would be interested in this topic. The first result, I think, of the power of prayer is in one's own heart and soul. And that's how you come to know that change is affected by prayer, by how it affects your own interior being. And when that happens, when you begin to become peaceful, when you begin to see that the issues that you carried in your life that you thought would always be there begin to kind of mellow out and disappear, you become a believer in that power. And then, when it's affected you, you can share that insight with others, or even pray with them, or even pray over them, so that they can begin to experience what you've experienced. And that happens here. Sometimes we'll have families come. It's usually at times of tragedy. I hate to put it that way, but tragedy or sadness, they need consolation, or a matter of healing. Sometimes people with cancer will come. And we'll gather several sisters together and literally lay our hands over them and pray. Sometimes there's a release of their anxiety. There have been occasions, not in terms of the cancer, but there have been other occasions where people will report back that the situation was resolved, which we attribute to the prayer. But the most important effect usually with anyone who's praying, either individually or with others, is that sense of peace. The peace comes. I would say it's the peace of the Lord. The peace comes, and they can continue to deal with whatever they need to deal with. They're given strength, and you can feel it. It's different than a conversation or therapy, where you may receive consolation just from airing your issues or airing your problems. There's a tangible presence that can be evidenced. Sometimes when we're praying with someone, especially if we're laying our hands on someone, their head will begin to feel warm. We feel it's the power of the Spirit penetrating that person. Or we ourselves will get an insight about that person's situation. There are people who have gifts like that. So we try to share those things. But I found for my own self that I, who had been a kind of generally anxious person, just by my personality, came to a place of such peace. Not to say there's no anxiety ever, especially under stressful situation. But I can handle things much better if I pray first. Because I feel I'm relating to a person who is a person. The Lord is a person. And He's giving me the strength. And then that relationship then gives me the courage or the strength to calm down and to face whatever it is that needs to be faced.